Hello everyone, my name is Manusri. I'm studying 9th class in Macman High School, Vijayawada. Today, I'm going to tell today's Hindu editorial analysis on 9 June of 2021. So the two topics that were given in our new editorial page were unnecessary reversion and this time for male. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the unnecessary reversion and okay, see, this time for male, the second the second topic, the Maldives and India have an opportunity to work for changing power structures at the UN. Okay, see, this is about the changing of their powers at the UN. Okay, so this is not much needed to us, and let's get into our topic today's unnecessary reversion. See here, reversion means to reverse of a decision. Okay, means the against of a decision. Okay, the changes in vaccine policy should help improve India's response to the pandemic. Okay, see, means the changes that were taken in the vaccination policy should be improved. India's response means we have to go to the vaccines. Nowadays we are seeing that some fake news is on vaccination in WhatsApps. So we shouldn't note that, and we should improve our India's what's our response is to take the vaccination. Okay, and the center has announced a much needed course correction in India's vaccination policy, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi taking the podium to announce that the month-old decision to leave states to procure vaccines on their own for their 18 to 44 population would be ending in 2 weeks. So now recently the center has announced that the correction means to rectify the India's vaccination policy with the our Prime Minister, right, Narendra Modi. Okay, by taking a decision and to announce the vaccines that were taken from 18 to 44 population, that too in the 2 weeks. States were allowed to procure 25% of the vaccines manufactured and the center 50%, a policy that the Supreme Court termed irrational and arbitrary. Okay, see, now the India states, they are allowing the procedure of 25% of the vaccines that were manufactured from the states, and from the center 50% of policy that should be done by the Supreme Court, and they have termed it as the irrational and the arbitraries. The court's comments have had a salutary effect. On June 21, the center will be procuring 75%, and states will no longer have to pay vaccine companies for this same. Okay, see, the on June 21st of this year, the center is going to procure that of 75%, and the states has no longer to be vaccine companies. Okay, means, see, first it has been in states 25%, next to center 50%, and now the center has increased it to 75% for this year. Vaccines will continue to be free for all those who choose to get their shot at government centers. Okay, see, this is very much that vaccines are, means we continue vaccination process, and this will be free for whom, that is also specific people that who choose their jobs or the shots for the government centers who work there. The 25% vaccines that were allotted to private hospitals will continue too, though the service charges that they charge will be capped at rupees 150. This ceiling price on vaccines in hospitals will bring predictability and be hugely beneficial to citizens. The center, which controlled all supply of vaccines and had negotiated prices and orders with Bharat Biotech and the Serum Institute, saw itself desperately short of supply right in the middle of India's deadly second wave. See, the 25% of the vaccines that were allotted to the private hospitals, they have to be continued, and the service charges that were taken, that were charged to be on rupees 550. So the price on the vaccines that were taken in the hospitals, they may be hugely beneficial for the citizens. And also the center which can be controlled all the vaccine supplies, and they can negotiate the prices and the orders with the help of Bharat Biotech and the Serum Institute of Technology. So, and they had sorted out the supply, which is right from the middle of India's the deadly second wave of coronavirus. The hospital emergencies worsened the center's panic, and so it chose a path that no country had undertaken of developing the responsibility of buying vaccines to states. Health has traditionally been within the purview of states, and it stands to reason that they would invariably have to deal with the challenges that vaccination throws up. Okay, means the hospital emergencies nowadays due to coronavirus, the hospital emergencies means the people who suffered from in emergency cases, the hospitals also has taken, and it's also a worsened situation now. Okay, so the centers panic, and there's no country which has undertaken in this situation, and the responsibility of buying the vaccines is also of the states, and the health that has traditionally been to the states, and it has to stand to the reason that we should deal with the challenges that the vaccination has thrown up to us. This includes vaccine hesitancy, the problem of transportation, the availability of trained personnel, and the existing capacity at healthcare sites. Faced with the intensity of the second wave, states demanded more vaccines and autonomy in deciding how to administer them. What resulted were frequent public spats, with the center blaming states for inefficiently using available stocks and yet demanding more. See, means the vaccination and the states also include the problems of the transportation and the availability of the personal situation and the existing capacity of the healthcare centers. Okay, and they also faced the intensity of the second wave. Not only we also faced, and the states demanded more vaccines, right? Means we have to take first dose, second dose. So the states also demanded more vaccines, and they have to decide how to administer them. Okay, means in equal amount. And this also has resulted very frequently apart from the spats, and with the center that has blaming the states for the available stocks, and they are demanding more for the vaccines. Though there are substantial number of senior citizens yet to be vaccinated, particularly with the second dose, it is clear that the foreseeable demand will be in the sub 45 categories. The government appears more confident to getting a steady stream of supply from Bharat Biotech and Serum Institute, and in a bold move has ordered 30 crore doses of an untested vaccine from the Hyderabad based Biological E. Okay, means nowadays the senior citizens also be vaccinated, and they also have particularly ordered for the second dose. Means they also went for the second doses, and they have to be categorized into the sub 45 category. So the government, they has appeared the more confident that was getting up from the Bharat Biotech and the Serum Institute, and they also has ordered the 30 crore doses of the untested vaccine, which is from the Hyderabad based biological. So, assuming that a third wave is not in the vicinity, means the neighborhood, these changes in total could be the beginning of a smoother, more efficient vaccine rollout. Mr. Modi's announcement was preceded by the truculent defense of himself and his government and passing on blame to a variety of actors, including governments before 2014, for India's very real shortcomings of vaccination. However, the path to positive change is often meandering, unsurviving the pandemic and being wiser from mistakes must be the spirit in which these policies are adopted. Okay, see, assuming means assuming the third wave. We didn't assume that the second wave comes, but they came. So assuming the third wave in the neighborhood and the changes that were totally done beginning and then more efficient of the vaccine distribution. So Mr. Modi's death. So our Modi sir has announced that announcement was very defense to himself, and the government is passing on the blame of the variety of actors, and they also including the government before the 2014 for the India's very real shortcomings of the vaccinations. Okay, so this is our today's topic.